I want to like golf. I want to, but
Oh,
every time I go and play a same exact thing, I'm over here freaking slicing. Shanking is actually what you call it
oh,
on
I
the
can
event.
shank too. I can do that too.
I am the master of the shank. If the
Oh,
hole was only 20 feet forward, but
oh,
like 100 yards to the left, I would be the
yeah.
greatest golfer that's ever lived.
Oh, yes. Well, I could get out there, but like I said, it came, it was like a boomerang. It was coming back at me, you know? Uh, yeah, it was a frightening experience, yeah. So, anyway, but you know that your grandmother, she has a shirt-tail relative that not only did he go through, in fact, I think he was at the Masters, and one of her shirt-tail relatives is a marker. You know what the marker is, right?
The people on the field you're talking about?
Oh,
The people on
sir,
the course?
please. No, 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 sir. When you go to the Masters, you see, you have these groups. They play foursomes. You've heard of foursomes before, sir? Well, sometimes they don't have a foursome. Sometimes there's only three people there. See, so
Got you.
and so
Is that really
this
what they're called?
that's what they call
Yeah.
marker.
Yeah.
And so
I thought season
this guy,
those.
he was a marker, and so in many respects, a lot of times he would beat the pros with the scores. I mean, he's a great
Yeah.
golfer.
For whatever reason, I was thinking of a ringer. But yeah,
Oh, no, no, no. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what he was if he was really good.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I,
he's very good. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah.
that's like I didn't know that they did that. I haven't seen that happen at the Memorial Tournament. Well, I was thinking that I hadn't seen that happen at the Memorial Tournament, but then I remembered that it did because Tiger pulled out 3 years ago, I think, right after his
Yeah.
like first car accident,
Yes.
and he pulled out and someone had to fill in for him.
I was gonna ask if you guys talked about Tiger Woods yet.
Oh, Tiger. Did you say he was in a
Last week?
car accident?
Well, he was multiple years ago, but he was just again recently too. Yeah.
Ah, car accident.
You didn't know about that one?
Yeah, well, the guy, yeah, no, there was the guy that he was, the last one I understood was this guy was pulling a trailer and he's looking out his rear view mirror and he sees this guy coming up on him like a barrel out of hell, whatever. But anyway, bat out of hell. I think and so he's concerned. The guy's going at a high rate of speed. Now, this is just me kind of repeating something which is probably inaccurate. But anyway, so he pulls off to the side. This guy, he clips the back of the trailer. He clips it, flies up in the air, and goes around a couple times. Don't you see? And
That was our friend Tiger, was that not?
that was him. Yes, he pulled himself. Then he pulled himself out of the I guess a passenger side of the vehicle. I guess he rolled the window down, pulled himself out there, and then of course he got on the phone and talked to the president. Don't you see?
Yeah, he had to call his boy, Donnie J.
Yeah. Of course, I think that he has. I think it's his somebody that's related to the president. Tiger is dating right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's his like one of his daughters or something like that, right?
He's
Or
dating Kai Trump, I think.
I don't know if it's his daughter. I think it's more like I think it might be more the granddaughter type, and I think that it's from one of his previous wives' children. But I'm not
Oh,
exactly.
Tiger Woods is reportedly dating Vanessa Trump, ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr.
There you go.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So there you go. So, but anyway, so he said he was talking with them, and I guess he thought that was going to get him off the hook. You see, which would kind of impress me too. I mean, if I'm pulling somebody off on the side of the road, and they said, "All right, I want to you want to give my friend a pass," so. But I guess he didn't get a pass. It'd be difficult to give somebody a pass that basically should be taken to the hospital.
I don't really understand that. As rich as he is, like he can't find anybody to drive for him, or he can't order a Uber or something.
Well,
Dude,
they
if
say
I
he's
was
gotta-
the greatest golfer of all time, man, I wouldn't drive a single day.
Yeah, like you
ever,
would
unless
think, like
it's having
he's
fun.
well, they say he's
exactly.
cheap. They say he's very cheap. And so is Michael Jordan, extremely cheap. These guys are very cheap. But not only
Michael
is he,
Jordan's cheap, but he doesn't get in car accidents because someone
Yeah,
drives
you
him.
won't hear about him getting in a rollover.
yeah, I know. But I think not only is he cheap, but I think he likes to be in control. They say he's a control freak.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so he doesn't want somebody else, driving for me. I prefer somebody else driving for me.
Well, I'm not even taking the piss out of it, but one of the most recent famous people who that happened to was Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle liked to be in control. He flies his family everywhere in his own personal plane and all that. Goes up. Private planes are not nearly as standardized as the big
Yes.
guys, the
Yes.
jumbos, and goes up. Came back down, but not at an airport. You know what I mean? And that's the way she goes sometimes. Like, and that's, to me, when someone ever says to me that stupid stuff, about, oh, I need to have control. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you have multiple millions of dollars and 10 years of training, maybe let someone else fly the frickin' plane for you, dude. Like,
And he's putting other people at risk too, just because of his ego.
his whole family died.
sure.
His whole family died. All
Well,
of it.
you-
Everybody.
heard
He's a good. He was a good dude, but damn,
You've heard of Bye Bye American Pie. You've heard of that one, did you? Not?
Yeah, exactly. That's about
play.
what's his Richie Valens,
Yes,
Buddy
yes,
Holly,
yes,
and the Big
yes.
Papa, right?
Yes. And then you had Kennedy, the Kennedy guy. He was flying.
The other one, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Robert and not.
He
John,
was
the
the
other
grandson
one.
of John Kennedy.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a plane crash?
Yes. What he did was he flew at night, which is a tough thing to do, fly at night. But not only fly at night, but he flew over water, and for some reason, water can be very, very
Disorienting.
It's very, very difficult. It doesn't look like water sometimes. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but anyway, so late at night, there's reflection on the water. The water seems like it's a solid, and maybe it looks like a runway. I don't know exactly, but anyway, he didn't know what he was doing, and he wasn't skilled.
What happens is, so in a plane where you're flying, the horizon's usually here. That's why if you ever see those altimeters in a plane, it's
I'm
brown
kind
and
of
blue.
picturing like
Yes.
Yeah, so it's ground and horizon. So when you go over the water, that thing will like move like this. So it could be like almost all blue, almost all brown, whatever. Like it moves like
Okay.
that and like
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So when you're flying at night, especially, the horizon line is what you're supposed to be looking at.
yeah.
It's not really there when you're over the water, at night.
okay.
It is. But if you stop looking at your thing and say you were flying at 1,000 feet, you could drop 1,000 feet really fast, really fast. And so, but he could have even been having fun, just go a little low over the water. He's not going to get in trouble with the FAA or anything like that. And just like quick, all it takes is a wingtip, and that's basically like hitting a building, it'll just immediately blow up. So
The Kennedys got to stop putting themselves in compromising situations like that.
yes, they do.
Not
Yes,
that many
they do.
of them left now.
Like, put the damn roof up on your car, John.
Yeah.
It was advised to you. Hey, people hate you. Put your roof up on the car. Nah. They gotta see me. They gotta see me. Why?
Yes.
Now we're in the bad timeline because of it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, John.
Yes. And remember Kobe too?
Yeah.
Oh my
Kobe
God.
again?
Well,
Yeah.
Kobe, he
Kobe's
wanted to
really-
avoid traffic. That's all he wanted to do.
That
Just
one
avoid
pissed me off
traffic.
so bad because I was like, okay, you want to avoid traffic? You want to avoid traffic? You have like an unbelievable amount of money. Like, you just get a place that you stay in during the week next to the stadium, my guy. Like, I know it's not a nice area, but any area is a nice area when you have armed security. You know what I mean? Like, what are we
Sure.
doing here? Like,
I think he was taking his daughter to a basketball
tournament.
game.
but
Yeah.
not just his daughter, 3 of her teammates, their parents,
Their
all
parents.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
gone. And it's like, I'm not hating on him because I get it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, you get the money, you want to do it, you want to do your thing. He had flown in a helicopter for years. He flew as a player in a helicopter all the time. But, man, like, it's one of those things. Like, no one ever, when a car accident happens, almost no one ever feels this way about it. But when it's like a plane or a helicopter, or a boat, everyone's like, man, like, I don't know what to say. Like, that is a riskier activity. I'm sorry to say it, but
Okay.
I don't know. Kobe smashed a sprinter, rear-ended someone in a sprinter van that day. We would still have Kobe making podcasts and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still ragging on Shaq.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, well, and the worst part is he was really about to crescendo into a pretty crazy media magnate because he had some pretty cool stuff in the works.
I think he has some shoes in the works, right? I think he was doing some more shoes, making the shoes pretty cheap or something like that.
Yeah, he was trying to make them the $120 offering at Nike, back like the running shoes and stuff.
I think that was Shaq that did that. Shaq
made it cheaper.
Yeah, Shaq did the Walmart shoes.
But you know what's funny? Shaq, he said, Kobe was yelling at Shaq all the time, said he could have been the greatest player of all time. He's yelling at him. He said he was too fat. He didn't train right. And years later, Shaq said that it was funny. Shaq said Kobe was absolutely right. He's absolutely right. I could have done better. I should have done better, but I didn't. But of course, that's what most of us, don't you think so?
Yeah. Well, and in that time period, it was so funny because he was getting on Shaq so bad.
Yeah.
And it was like becoming a problem where they like were basically starting to hate each other.
Yes.
And the thing that people miss about it is he wasn't saying to Shaq, hey, when you're in shape isn't good enough for me. He was saying, hey, buddy, don't come in to training camp late and fat. We're trying to win championships, okay?
Yeah, Shaq was not trying, and they still won 4 times. Yeah. He won 4 times.
They won 3 times with Shaq, and then Shaq won 1 with the
Heat. And in 2004...
Oh, no, it was the Heat. Yeah, it was Dwayne Wade's Heat. You're right.
In 2004, they were in the championship, but they lost. And they had guys like Gary Payton and Karl Malone and all that, but Shaq was really out of shape by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mailman. That's the. So now we've covered a lot of ground, sir. You've noticed that, right?
Oh yeah.
And so now I'm looking at the review section of the Wall Street Journal. And of course they've got Trump and they've got the Pope there, but we've talked about that already, so that we no sense in going back over that ground. So now we go to section C3, and C3 talks about how to be a man. Do you see that, sir? It says there's a new crop of TV shows and takes aim at the male identity crisis. The male identity crisis. Are you aware of that crisis, sir?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I felt somewhat. I'm very, very upset myself about this stuff, but let me see who it is. They talk about Jason Bateman. You remember Jason, do you?
Oh yeah.
He was in
That's the guy who got no, that was Jeremy Renner. I was going to say one of them got run over by a snowmobile really bad. Oh, that was Jeremy Renner. The guy who plays Hawkeye.
Jason was in Ozark and DTF. St. Louis.
And he's in Arrested Development, I think.
Probably. And then you got Steve Carell. He's in Rooster.
Oh, yeah. And The Office.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think The Office is his #1 show.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got John Hamm in Your Friends and Neighbors.
Mad Men.
Yes. So that's what they were in. And then, of course, so I don't know. I've not watched that. Have you watched anything like Rooster or any of those things?
No, I watched the other ones, but I never watched Rooster or anything like that, no.
Yeah.
I like Ozark, though.
Well, these are shows that teach you how to be a man, you're saying?
I think it's the opposite. I think these are shows which shows that these guys are in crisis as far as being manly, I suppose. That they're kind of wimpy. They wimped out. I think that's kind of the premise of the show, but I don't know that much about it. Uh, uh, my favorite show with Carell was the 40-year-old virgin.
I was gonna say 40-Year-Old Virgin's probably his other most famous thing.
And you
He's
remember
really good in that.
and what was it? What was my favorite scene there in that one?
Is it the Kevin Hart scene where he says, I don't know what you just said to me, but I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
That was a good scene, but that is not my favorite. My favorite is when he goes, he's very hairy. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Oh, for the wax.
Oh, the waxing, yeah. I don't even know.
That's a great movie, actually. That is a great movie.
Yes. Yeah.
And that movie would be totally counter to whatever to a lot of the male group think now, because dude was a total loser at the beginning of the movie, and the only thing that changed about him was just that he was confident, and then at the end of it, he was pretty cool. He's a kind of chill dude. And that back, I don't know, that's a total like paradigm shift. You know what I mean? From let's just make a movie that's a little bit funny, but like the message is like, with a heart of gold, you can do anything, and like it's like now it's like you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like that's like.
How about the other one? Gigolo, American Gigolo.
Deuce Bigelow, American Gigolo. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like those movies, and I was always partial to Borat.
Oh, Borat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
What is up with the vanilla face?
Yeah.
The
Dictator.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the Dictator is so good. And they're all I love that type of stuff, and you lose that with when everything has to be serious. You know what I mean? Like
It's all like YouTube and SNL now. That that's the only time you're gonna see that now.
Yeah, like someone's not gonna dedicate $90 million.
Yeah, that's
like,
a theatrical release that he was doing, and it was like satire of the world.
The guy got freaking Giuliani. It like caught him being weird in his movie, his feature length film. You know what I mean? It's like the guy is like, that's a real, and then Borat, you have whatever. But like, even movies like Inglourious Bastards. Could you make that today? And I know that everyone asks those type of questions, but like, could you really make a movie about the Nazis where it isn't like, like the entire time? Because it's not. It's very much like humanizing these people. So like, if I could see how someone would get mad at you and go like, whoa, like, get mad at like a director when you put it to paper, right? They'd be like, whoa, you're making these people too human. And it's like, yeah, but that made for a really, really great story that still ends in you thinking like, man, these Nazis are terrible and evil. You know what I mean? But like it humanizing them made more gravity as time went on in the story, and as they, inevitably met their conclusions to their individual stories and stuff like that. So like, I just always wonder, like, when you watch modern TV now, it always feels there's an agenda being pushed more so than there's actually, them trying to really make a great piece of art.
Yeah, no, because by doing that, that'll bring us closer together and everything, and that'll make you see the other side of things, and you won't be as confused when you hear people talk in a certain way, and that's the exact opposite of like what the news and stuff like wants.
Yeah, what was I always got it. You remember Hogan's Heroes? Well, that was this show on television many years ago, but it was supposedly is a concentration.
Oh, I do know this show. As soon as I saw it, I realized now.
This is supposed to be. I never got the idea. This is supposed to be funny. A concentration camp is supposed to be funny. It only had the German commandants, and this is funny stuff. I don't know.
Was it funny, or at the time was it funny? It was just.
It was a comedy. It was a comedy. And you had the German sergeant that was, about 100 pounds overweight, and he would be kind of waddling into the place, and these Americans were getting over on the German captives or captors or whatever. But I just never saw the humor in it. But I suppose, what was the one that Brad Pitt was in? Was that the one in Glorious Bastards where he had the where?
Orlami.
Yes.
What's your name?
Yes. Was that it?
Yeah, that's Inglourious Bastards.
Was that the one where they had where we had the German guy who was saying that Brad Pitt was evidently he had the Jew killer? Was that?
Yeah, the bear Jew, Donnie the bear Jew. It was a giant Jewish kid with the baseball bat to smash their skulls with the baseball bat.
Yes. Well, that guy, I can't remember the guy, but the guy who did the impression of the German guy.
I know him.
Yes.
Oh, I've literally met him in real life. I think his name's Hans Landa or something like that.
Well, he did a great job.
He's like one of the best ever to do.
Yes,
ever.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Christoph Blues. Hold on, Chris.
Yeah, I think it might have Christoph. I think that sounds more like it. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the movies like that are essential because the one that I met was Daniel Bruhl, who was Frederick Zoller, but the really famous, like the Gestapo guard, is Christoph Waltz, who his name is Hans Landa in the show.
Yes.
During the movie, but Daniel Bruhl is the one that I met, who is the like kind of more timid looking one with the pursed lips.
Okay, yeah.
Also, the Nazi in the show, but
I was thinking Waltz.
Yes. His because he has the first scene where he goes in to the house where they're hiding the Jewish people, and he's like finds one of the floorboards or whatever. Yes, he has that whole monologue. Awesome monologue, like just awesome. He plays the villain so fantastically well, because it's not cold on the surface, which is like the truth of villainy. Like villainy is not someone who's mean to you all the time. Villain is someone who's like, hey, I'm a nice little guy, and then like once they get their way in, then they're like start to be evil. You know what I mean? And like it's just a very, very, very good depiction of it. And even the whole scene where the guy is like, I would like 3 drinks, and he goes, and that's like the thing that blows it wide open, because he says, you did this. I know that you're an American soldier because Germans would do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like just stuff like that, that's the type of stuff that makes the stories so cool, but you lose that when you're worried about crafting a narrative. Like this is probably a show you're not watching, Pops, but it's called The Boys. Have you watched it, Colin?
No, all my friends are watching it though.
So
it's animated, isn't it?
No, it's live action.
The Boys.
It is gory as all.
I get it. Yeah.
You're thinking of Invincible, probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Invincible and The Boys. That's like what everyone's watching right
What's The Boys about? Tell me about.
So The Boys is about superheroes. That it's a superhero show, but basically, a company called Vought, essentially at the beginning is like an Amazon / Tesla like type situation, and they control the superheroes. And it's just dystopian-ish future, but like nothing seems too crazy. Then it just devolves. But the main superhero is called Homelander, and he wears a big American flag, and he's all this and whatever. He has a big blonde, slick back hairdo. You can probably see where I'm going with this. It's a very hardcore analog to President Trump, previous to Trump being the president, by the way. This comic came out in like the mid 2000s, but the source material is like 1-to-1 what's gone on. The problem is that rather than letting the source material speak for what it is, they're inserting little things that just push it a little past that where I'm like, it suspended my disbelief, and I was like, it unsuspended my disbelief rather, and I was like, oh, they're obviously calling back to this literal event that happened 8 months ago, whatever. Like, so that's like this art that's pretty pure. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing's gory, lots of cursing, lots of whatever, but I like it. And this art that would be really, really good, is like tainted by not just being the pure art. It has to have an agenda,
All right, so it's trying to get a message across without actually saying it's getting a message across. Is that what?
Well, the source material gets the message that it wants to get across already. The comic already does. They're just inserting more to like smack you in the face, like, hey, look, we're talking about Trump, obviously, And like one of the ones where you can tell that they have egg on their face is not like necessarily because this is all, again, it's in the comics, but they were like talking about the Republicans saying the liberals ran a pedophile ring, and like they were talking tongue in cheek about it like 3.5 years ago, and like now that's obviously like starkly less funny because it's very real. It's not just the liberals doing it, obviously. It was a lot of elite, but taking the piss out of that is an interesting choice for sure. But yeah, so stuff like that's annoying. But other than that, it's a quite a good show.
I didn't know that's what the show was about and all that. I saw the superheroes. You never expect all that.
Yeah, it's super dark. It's like super dark. I don't want to spoil anything to tell you really about the story would spoil so much of it. And it's like new enough that like me even talking about it on the podcast and spoiling it would be kind of like messed up for any random person trying to watch, But like it's really, really good. It's gory as all heck though. So like if that type of stuff bothers you, it sucks. Like don't watch it, but it's good.
And so which show is this on? Is it Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, Amazon Prime, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And The Boys, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Anybody that's any of the actors that know? Or...
Anthony Starr would be the most famous one. He's in, I can't remember what his other big role was. But he is becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger actor. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he wasn't in a lot beforehand, but he'll be in a lot more now. Okay. Yeah, like he is in Breakers, Without a Paddle, Outrageous Fortune, like stuff that we went watch. And then who's the other one? There's one other somewhat famous guy in it. I can't remember. I think it's Benicio del Toro.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
I think that's who it is.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. He looks exactly like Benicio del Toro. It's Carl Urban.
Okay.
He looks just like him. They literally look so similar. But
sorry to that guy.
Yeah, sorry to Benicio.
Well, see, there's a difference between. I guess I'm more into the Peaky Blinders stuff. I like that.
Oh yeah, you like the Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, I really like that. They came out with this movie. I guess they have a movie out now, and it's kind of interesting. I like Tom Hardy. Do you watch Tom Hardy?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever watched Legends?
I haven't
heard
watched
of Legends
yet.
I heard that was really good.
Legends is really good. It's about these two brothers that are over in England, and one of them is a schizophrenic, and they were both like mafia types. I mean, they were really bad characters, and so it's kind of interesting. But he
doesn't Hardy play two guys? He plays both of them in that.
Yes,
one, right?
Plays both of them.
Yeah,
yes,
I've
exactly.
seen that movie. I've seen it. I didn't know that's what it was called, but I watched our friend says.
I can't remember the name of the brothers, but they were very. I mean, it's a real life story. The Cray brothers. That's it. The Cray brothers.
Yeah.
And so I think they both ended up in prison at the end. But they
deserved to be if they weren't.
Yes. And who's the guy? And there's the tall Italian guy was he was in the movie too as well. Anyway, but anyway, that I was I like that, and they had but the new movie. They had Tom Hardy played. He played one of the central characters, and then of course there was the guy Cillian Murphy.
I love Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. Well, and then they had the guy who played his brother, Arthur. Arthur was played.
Yeah,
but evidently unfortunately, Arthur is a stone cold alcoholic, and they said he was they couldn't get him in the movie. He was in rehab. He was in such bad shape, So I guess
he pled guilty in 2024 to drug possession charges, and that pretty much kept him out.
Yeah, great actor. I mean,
Paul Anderson is his name. But Tom Hardy, you brought Tom Hardy up. He also does have a superhero movie. It's called Venom.
Yes, yeah.
No, it's pretty good, I think. I like Venom.
The first one I think is really solid.
Yeah, the second one is a little bit mid as far as the plot points, but his performance in it is
I
good.
thought they cut that second one short, and the third one I don't think I watched.
Did they do the third one?
Nah, yeah, they did a third one with with King Venom,
Carnage,
yeah,
right.
No, that was the second one. The third one had like a King Venom or something. I don't know. It just came out last year.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Either.
Yeah.
Was he a boxer or something in one of them?
Yes. Was it Creed? No, that's Michael B. Jordan.
No,
in Warrior.
Bane. He was Bane. I know that. He was Bane in 2012 Batman.
I'm coming to kill you, Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, that was him. That was a good one.
What would happen if you take off your mask? It would hurt. You.
Yeah. They did that right at the start of the movie. They did that goofy mask thing. Yep. Right when he has that plane.
And in that movie, too, if you're a football fan, I totally forgot about it, but I was reminded about it yesterday. In that movie, they go to Pittsburgh and they're going into Heinz Field because that's part of the thing where he's
I always thought that was the Michigan stadium.
No,
it was so big.
It looks like the big house, but no, it's Heinz Field. Yeah, it's the Steelers stadium. Heinz Ward is returning the kick return. So you're like, why is that big body running with the ball? It's Heinz Ward. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they literally use Steelers players and that and everything.
That's a strange plot to a movie. Blow up the stadium like that.
But how do we get the Ra's al Ghul comic Batman from Tom Hardy Bane? That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know. But I have a soft spot for those movies. They're always,
that's around the same time as those Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man that
a little bit
was
after,
a goofy.
Yeah. But Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies are also phenomenal movies. Well, not phenomenal movies, phenomenal performances.
I think they were great. I grew up with them.
People say that Tobey Maguire, nobody likes that character. And I think that he's basically been blacklisted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
He's a jerk, but to be honest, he's kind of I can't remember what it was, but there's a reason for it. The one time someone did something that hurt Emma Stone when he was people were pushing her around or whatever. Something stupid like that happened basically. And from that point forward, he kind of has lost his mind around paparazzi, and that's just bled out into hating all fans. But he was in the most recent Spider-Man movie because they brought all the Spider-Man together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was paid pretty nice.
Oh, he was paid stupid nice. And he
for
is
20 minutes of screen.
And he's and now he's being I love Spider-Man. I'm so nice.
Right.
So it looks
he did a
he
really
might have
movie.
one more appearance in him. What'd you say?
Have you guys ever watched Brothers?
No.
Wait, is that the one where his flip out scene where he destroys?
You gotta watch Brothers. Yes, you gotta watch Brothers.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Okay. Is that Maguire's in that one too?
Yes, he was him and it was another
Gosling?
famous. Yeah, good actors in that movie.
Him and Gosling or no? Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, right?
It's not. Yeah, it's not right. Yeah, it's Gosling. Yeah.
Isn't Gosling?
Or is it Jake Gyllenhaal? Maybe it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I think it's the same guy that was in Prisoners. I don't know. I'm not good with actors.
It's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Which has also been in a Spider-Man movie as Mysterio for no reason. Anyways.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too. Well, yeah, Brothers. That's a great movie.
Okay, so we.
But yeah.
Go ahead, sir. We ripped it.
I was saying, yeah. Well, we the Wall Street Journal's ripped up in the trash now. We finished it. No, I'm just kidding. But
I think after we went through it, I think the circulation is going down 10,000
We're like, we don't have to read it. We can just get it from these guys. We'll even give you the crossword if you want. We'll give out the crossword at the end. How's that?
There we go.
Yes.
But no, I think media is taking an interesting turn, and I think that everything, I mean, from physical media to regular, I think books are the one thing that's like kind of safe, but like anything from like the content in this versus if I go get one of my ones from 2011 or 2012, it's entirely different magazine. It's entirely different. I mean, I'm flipping through this and I'm getting 1 to 2 page articles and then ads. I mean that was a full page that's pretending to be an article. That's ads.
Yeah.
These are all ads.
Well,
and it's just like the whole damn book is ads already. I'm already reading ads for the car companies and ads for your media company.
Yes.
Why do I need to have so many ads in here? Why does it need to be, that way? And then you flip you turn around and you'll go and open one like this that makes 10 times less money.
And these guys make older.
No money. Yeah, and these guys are, there's the ads every other page. These guys make no money. And look at this. These guys built this car for this article. You know what I mean? It's like this level of effort used to be put into that, and it's not anymore. And that's the one who makes, this is the billionaire company. This is the like guys who are just figuring it out. You know what I mean? And like, it just sucks.
That goes for like a lot of things too.
For sure.
I'm going to end up, I suppose, in this one, but now you talked about books and so on. There's something out now, and I don't know exactly how it works, but there's something out where basically you photograph a book and then it will read the book to you. Are you familiar with that? You don't have to
I've
read
heard of that.
You don't have to read the book. The book speaks to you. Yeah. I don't know exactly how you do it, but you have a book and you do something with the book, and the AI does something with the book, and then it just, so instead of you reading the book, you just have your earbuds in or whatever the hell it is and read.
Yeah, I see it right here. There's one called 11 Reader is what it's called.
I try to do that all the time, like try and find an audio book for one, but they're always behind a paywall.
Yeah.
We gotta pay to find like an audio book.
Oh yeah, well yeah, unless maybe it's a classic. It used to be you'd be able to pick up a lot of these things, without paying any money.
Yeah.
But I think now, almost anything. I think even if you want with something like Shakespeare or something, I think you have to pay money to get there.
Yeah, if it's not in public domain, you're definitely paying someone for it. And even if it is in public domain, you might be paying someone for access to a good copy of it.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, all right. So now, I suppose we should wrap this up. But is there anything we want to wrap it up with?
Well, I did want to circle back on something I mentioned earlier because I wanted to just like I don't even have to correct myself, but just confirm that I was correct on this. Was that transmission thing that you were talking about with the F series? So I was like, man, I swear I've heard about this before. I was thinking there's a different thing.
Yes.
So,
F series for we talking
like
about
F-150s,
cars?
F-150s.
Okay, yeah.
They're recalling, I think, a million of these cars, these trucks.
It's panic shifting into second gear while at high speed, which obviously, kills it. Yeah. You can. that face is the exact reaction. It's like, ooh. So,
a million recalls too. Wow.
1.4 million recalls on 2015 to 2017.
One of the biggest recalls?
No,
that's
no.
I don't know.
It's
a big one. It's a big one.
It's huge, but no, not even close. Not even close. I'll show you the biggest one after this, but it's really funny, the biggest one. But so Ford just recalled 1.4 million 2015 to 2017 F-150s for unexpected downshifts. And I remember that this has happened before. I said it when Pops brought it up. It happened on the 2011 to 2014 trucks. So 2011 to 2014 and the 2015 to 2017, they've been recalled in 2 separate batches, but literally from 11 to 17, all of them have the same problem, downshifting into low gears while at speed. It's not the exact same issue, but it's caused by the same problem, and it's on the same transmission. So it is basically the same issue.
I think we better get Elon in on this thing. We need some expertise on this.
They don't want him on board. They don't want him on board.
Yeah. He would say, just cancel it and build robots.
He would give them an actual good idea, and they wouldn't want that.
That's true.
that guy, yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't care what his politics are. I don't care what the hell he says. I don't care anything about this guy. This guy is one in a million, and he's going to go down in history as a great inventor and as a great mind.
Yeah, he's a pioneer for our future. That's
yeah,
for sure.
He's kind of quirky. He may knock on your door one of these days and ask whether he can sleep over at your house. But other than that, I mean, that's the kind of
let him too. I want to be clear. I also agree. I don't agree with everything on his politics whatsoever. I actually don't agree with him on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but I appreciate a visionary. I always appreciate a visionary.
No,
I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my life and everything, whatever, at risk or putting it in jeopardy to go and push the world forward. Someone needs to do that, though, and I appreciate it for doing that. Anyway, so you brought it up, Colin?
I brought up what am I bringing up
about
the recalls? Okay. I feel like it's
GM in 81. I'm going from bottom to top, worst ones.
So more than a million.
In 1981, 6.4 million recalls from a control arm issue on G bodies. In 71, Chevrolet had a motor mount recall on 6.7 million vehicles. In 2012, I remember this one. In 2012, Toyota had a window switch recall that was 7.5 million vehicles. Not a huge issue, so that's why that one isn't famous. Here's the big ones. Recall initiated in 1995 was the Takata seatbelt recall. It's 8.5 million vehicles. Seatbelts. Yeah. The Volkswagen Dieselgate recall, 11 million vehicles.
Jeez.
11 million vehicles from 2009 to 2015. The Ford Cruise Control recall, which is 99 to 09. You remember this one, Pops.
Yeah.
14.9 million vehicles. The transmission gear selector recall, 20 million. That's 81 for Ford as well. Ignition switch recall for Ford. Again, Ford is really racking them up. 22.7 million vehicles. Yeah, 96, 22.7. General Motors, ignition switch recall. So they both had the same problem. 30 million vehicles on General Motors. And the worst one of all
30 mil?
Yes.
30 mil. So the worst one of all time. And your car, I would be willing to bet I was affected by it. Poppy's isn't because they have new cars because they're smart. But my current car, one of them is affected by it. My other one isn't. Is the Takata airbag recall, which is still counting. But at the moment, it's up over 52 million vehicles that have needed their airbags replaced.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I have the airbag light up on my car on the dashboard.
You should see if you have the recall. Take it to the dealership and be like, "Hey, I just checking it. Mine has the Takata recall. They have to replace it for free.
Oh my!
They have to.
Gosh.
Yes,
that's insane.
Even if you didn't buy it at the dealer, even if whatever, it's a service bulletin. They have.
It's just a faulty airbag that's in millions and millions of cars. That just
it's like a potential for fault. There's a potential for a small amount of metal fragmentation happen, but obviously a small amount of metal fragmentation happening, this far from your face, with a 300 meter a second bomb behind it, really fast becomes a bullet. You know what I mean? So. It was just stuff like that, just getting it to split correctly and do whatever. But yeah, cars are interesting, and it is a game of numbers, and we are all driving around on cars that have something that is probably recalled, and it is what it is.
I thought that the 1.4 million or something like that was going to be at least top 3. That's when you recall a million cars, they don't even care. It seems like, but it's a million.
Well,
cars.
because let's say you might recall 1.4 million, but maybe only 300,000 of them come and get replaced.
Yeah, I doubt. Yeah, a lot of people probably don't go in for that.
Well, now you've done it. Now you've done it, sir, because now Mr. Panic is afraid to get into his automobile.
That's true.
Right.
No, he really doesn't have the recall.
Yeah, no.
I don't think Rolls Royces have that issue.
Yeah, well, he wants me to drive back home, but he's going to sit in the back seat while I drive. Is that right? Anyway, all right. Now, do you have anything else? Do you have anything else to say before this is put to bed, so to speak?
Yeah, I think that, listen, there's a war going on. There's not cool stuff going on that's in the news, and that's real and important. and it deserves some thought. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter as much as the interpersonal relations that you have with people, and keeping lines open and communicating and talking about it. Because, until bombs are being dropped over our heads, that's kind of the only thing that we can do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking that basically, I don't think that when you say there's a war going, I suppose that's true, but it doesn't seem as though, it's not like the war in Ukraine where you've got,
No.
that's a horrible thing. And
it does seem like, to Iran's credit, even Iran's leadership is even like, multiple times they've come to the table now, if I'm not mistaken. So it's at least we're having these discussions. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And like,
yes.
I can appreciate that this is being handled a little bit more like, it sounds stupid, but like an adult war. Like, this is a little bit more like, hey, this is more about trade, more about this, more about allies, stuff like that. Less about, we hate your ideology and who you are, and so, I mean, maybe not from the other side to us, but, that's not for us to worry about.
Yeah. All right. Now I guess that's it. So, and you know what you have to do, sir. What do you have to do?
I gotta send us off.
Yes, but no.
And take your car
sir.
to get recalled.
No, sir. That you've told me before that we're not supposed to say something at the beginning of the program, but we are supposed to say something at the end of the program. And now you forgot to say at the end of the program, so now it's not saying anything at the beginning.
But we're not at the end of the program yet.
Oh.
It's like a square and a rectangle situation. You know what I mean?
I say.
It may be the ending of the program, but the end hasn't happened until I say it. You know what I mean?
Well, see, the end is near. Is that what I'm to understand?
This has been the Scully Sez Podcast. I'm just kidding. Yes. But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching the Scully Sez Podcast. We really appreciate it. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Music, and Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, share, anything that you can do to help spread the good or stupid word, depending on how you think about it. That'd be great. And, please enjoy watching us and helping us build a small community here.
I just something else that I should say before this is the penultimate or whatever the hell they call it. But I have to point this out. You see, and this is Colin's fault.
Mm.
This is his fault. So he told me before, he said that I have to get on TikTok. He told me that I had to get on TikTok, you see.
Yeah.
And so TikTok, I'll get all these followers, you see. And these TikTok people, they will push it to my to this podcast, you see. So of course I'm watching podcast, and it says now what you have to do is you have to get yourself onto I think it's called promote, whatever. So you pay $8 or $10 or something, and they'll promote you, see. And so I did that. And the next thing I see is my picture, and then they have music behind me or something, you see. So the first time it says this guy is a cool guy and he's very laid back and blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, that's fine. Great. And then the next one, this is a bad MF parade. You're going to kick her ass, or you're going to... So I'm getting all this crazy stuff. You see what I'm saying? I've been fed enough of these women are coming after me, but now it's not... Now I think people are going to try to give me physical harm. They say, you don't look like you're that bad, maybe a crack upside your head by now. You see what I'm saying? I'm in danger.
Hey, you can't pick and choose what the people think of you.
That's right, yeah.
Hey, he's got to put it out there and let it lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running scared. But all right. On that note, we'll close that out, and we'll be on Spotify. We'll be on all kinds of stuff, and yeah, that will do it.
Yeah, watch it or die not knowing.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Absolutely. Yes. All right, sir. Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Goodbye, Patrick. Goodbye, podcast.